This is part 3 of switching code paths with switch, aka the amount field now. And I'm going to show you a new function for converting a string to a double. Okay, so what you see on the screen is leftover from part 2 where we converted the date. So let's get started and work on the amount now. So at line 13, you see the field amount, and it's of type double. And we're going to that one next because if you look at line 21, that's the second field that comes in from the file, the Wells Fargo transaction data file. So down here at case 2, I am going to say ATOF, which stands for ASCII to function, or ASCII Z string to float. And I'm going to give it PCH. And really we want to store it. So transaction.amount equals the call, because the call is going to return either 0.0 if it was unsuccessful at converting the character string to a float, or it's going to return the float representation of the character string. All right, let's see if I did this right. Okay, so our first error, implicit declaration of function ATOF, is invalid. So that means I forgot to include the header file that we need. So let's go now look at C++ reference. We'll go to the C library, and I believe ATOF is in stdlib, standard lib, and here's our convert string to double, ATOF. And so that's what this does. This ATOF function takes a pointer to a character and converts it to a double if it can. It parses the C string, interpreting its contents as a floating point number, and returns its value as a double. If on success, it returns the converted floating point number as a double value, and if no valid conversion could be performed, the function returns 0.0. All right, so let's go take a look and let's fix this. So I have to add an include file, stdlib.h, and we need that for ATOF. Okay, and then I won't worry about the second error. Okay, the second error, it simply says more % conversions than data arguments, so I just forgot to actually add the argument. So right here, in line 68, I didn't finish. I was in a hurry. And so I'm going to put a comma and PCH so we can print the string that couldn't be converted. If it fails and if it's successful, then we'll just print a double. That's what the LF is, long float, with 2 decimal places in a field 10 digits wide. And we're pulling the data from the transaction structure, the amount field. Okay, we were able to compile, and we see here, like in the previous video, we're printing the amount field twice, but it says we're unable to convert it. And why? Why are we unable to convert it? So let's go back and let's read now. The function first discards as many white space characters as necessary until the first non-white space character is found. Then starting from this character, the function takes as many characters as possible that are valid. Well, that's the answer right there. The first character that we're grabbing after any white space is this double quote. And double quote is not recognized by ATOF. Only the plus sign, the minus sign, the decimal point, and the digits 0 through 9. So I have passed it an invalid character string for conversion, and that's why it says unable to convert. So we know the fix for this already because we used it on line 60, and we'll use it again here. So we add +1 to do our little pointer arithmetic. Okay, so I will compile this and run it, and that works just fine because we said PCH +1 to get it past the double quote character and get it pointed at the very first valid character. And so that's all for this video. In the next video, we'll go to case 3 and we'll deal with the cleared flag.